Yeah,
it's interesting to see the evolution.
I know we sold $10 million worth of AA-12s to a couple foreign countries. Like
sick.
Directly. Like, I always said,
good
like,
countries.
why would you? Nah.
It wasn't Italy and France, was it?
Nah, it was Jordan. It was Jordan. The king or the prince of Jordan or something like wanted his like squad to have AA-12s. And they're like,
that's cool.
I think they're like 50 grand each or something like that. I was like, we're gonna need a lot of these. Bought a bunch of them. And but I always thought that like the print made no sense with guns. Like, I mean, like why would you want being in guns and ammo costs so much money, and you take that same amount and you could be on every gun YouTube channel. Just like give them your thing and let them shoot it and give them a little money. You could get every single gun channel for what you could get guns and ammo for.
It's just anachronistic.
What about gun shows though, Kyle? Did those work?
Yeah. Oh, well, SHOT Show is kind of like the mecca of that, right? In Vegas, where all the firearms companies and also all the influencers. I mean, I was always there and everybody else was always there doing big meetups and stuff. And that would be I would go there and talk to anybody that had cool shit and try to like rub elbows with them and be like, and give them my card and stuff. We went to lots of shows like that and tried to like dig up business like that, but mostly just trying to make contacts and meet people. But I think that those were good for those companies for sure, because often they're looking for military contracts and police contracts, and SWAT teams and police departments send reps to those shows to look at the new stuff. So they're doing great business at those. Those definitely work.
I think it's the week after SEMA, right?
I don't know what SEMA is. That's a car
SEMA is the aftermarket products convention that is also in Vegas, and that's one that a lot of the guys that I know are finding it not worth the $50,000 to $200,000 to have a booth there for the week, which is crazy. But it's a wild time. But I haven't met anybody in the last few years going there that is like, oh well, this is what led to this deal that changed my business from a buyer or a seller perspective. It seems like the value there is shifting because it's so easy to just DM somebody on Instagram and initiate the same kind of conversation about putting a business relationship together.
See, SHOT Show is really good because, like I said, like every police organization and everyone who can buy the stuff that they're pimping out there will come there and check it out, and then they can go out in the desert and use it. And so it's really good for getting big deals done like that, I think, for a lot of firearms companies, and not just firearms companies, but companies that make like 40 millimeter grenades and tasers and all that police gear type shit. All that stuff would be there. And also all the hunting stuff. SHOT Show's sort of split between tactical and hunting, or at least it was last time I went.
And what was your content strategy in firearms?
What do you mean?
Did you have a channel before you did this with guns and things?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Oh,
I thought it was all video.
You know about FPSRussia?
I did, but I thought it was video games.
No.
Oh,
no.
It started as video games.
Okay. And then it turned into firearms. All right.
Dude, I'll tell the story even though Kyle's right here. It started as video games, and he played this Call of Duty character who was kind of a fish out of water, right? He was Russian, and he was like, oh, dude, scary thing happened today. Man in brown suit came to my front door, left a box there, said nothing. I don't know what's out there. I don't know what this is, but in a Russian accent that's hilarious as he describes the frightening UPS man. And he only played with Russian guns in game. And then he would go to the range and oftentimes shoot these same guns in real life that he used in the game, which was like no one was doing anything like that. Oh my God, the effort he went through to like go outside and everything was at next level. And and then because that was the more popular part of the video than the COD stuff, the like just shooting stuff became what it was about. And just
holy cow, the view.
I remember he went to a lake, like I think it might have been his father's lake, and just shot bullets in it, and you saw the pop, 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 pop of every bullet hitting the water, and like that kind of content was mind blowing at the time. And then it just kept ramping up to the point where it's like blowing up a car, a watermelon, a stack of toilets,
tanks and helicopters, anti-aircraft guns.
Yeah, and
goodness. Did you stop 10 years ago?
Sounds right.
Yeah, that's around the time I got arrested.
Were you the 9th largest channel on YouTube? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about that? That was kind of before my YouTubing days, but how many views does the content get?
Oh,
There's
broke up a little bit.
I think he was asking how many views you get now.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
You'd have to log in.
Like you do. Every show Ed comes on is like, how you guys doing? How you trending? How your metrics? And we're all like, what are these metrics you speak of? We just tell
I don't pay attention to such things. Probably millions. I don't know. 10,000 a day. Yeah, not that
2.2 million in the last month.
Yeah. I think a lot of that stuff gets hidden and demonetized because of the gun stuff. So YouTube's so harsh on the gun stuff. So even around the time I got arrested, I was like, God, they're demonetizing stuff, and they're adding liability to this, and it didn't seem like a good idea. I don't know if people are able to make money doing it outside of their like Patreons and I don't know what else. I don't know how people make money making gun content
than other kinds of content. Like Hickok 45, if you don't know him, he was a teacher and he runs a really educational, like at least the videos I saw seemed not very controversial. He'd tell you the history of a gun, when it was used, why it was built, and then he'll shoot it a bunch of times. And you can tell he's very competent and very safe. He has a range in his backyard. And he just loads up a pistol and makes long shots and tells you about why this pistol was there and why it was cool back in 1877 or something. And he seems to always get demonetized, removed from YouTube, reinstated to YouTube, even though, like, if it was any other topic, if he covered tires in the same way, he wouldn't have these problems. But
yeah, it's a ton of liability as well, because like, and I'm sure you have a little bit of that too when you're filming. Like, you could crash a car into some shit and like it'd be, but you could be, there's that who's the black guy who does all the tech reviews? Usually
Marquez Brownlee.
I know he got in some trouble because he was speeding in a school zone, and it's been a whole big deal. So just imagine, it's guns now. So it becomes a whole other thing. Here's a clip of me just having a good time.
One last thing. I figured we couldn't make a video with such a high-powered rifle. Just blowing out the truck. So let's get a nice big explosion, maybe a little shrapnel going.
That truck ran too. Yeah.
Everyone thinks that was CGI. No, he almost died.
Oh man, that was a good one. Yeah.
Hal the door. Did you say Hal?
I said, wow.
That's nuts, man.
That Bofer gun, the image has found its way into memery, which is
there's a few of them, but yeah, the Bofer one's a good meme. I like the Bofer meme. But yeah, that was a good one there. I love that one.
And you haven't thought about returning to your 6.9 million subscriber channel?
He can't.
What, you want him to do it with knives? Can you have knives, Kyle?
I can have black powder weapons, Woody. Like I could those pistols that Clint Eastwood always had? Those were black powder pistols.
I knew you could have those, but could you have knives?
Yeah, I can have knives.
Is there a limit on how long a knife you can have?
No, there's no limit on how long like a knife I can have. As long as it's dull. Man. Very dull.
That was like that.
Yeah, I could see how you can't have that sort of thing anymore. But you could do there's got to be some content model that you could create using, to that audience.
I don't know the password.
You can't have knives in public or your car, Kyle.
It's not Bitcoin. If you get it wrong 3 times, it's not going to delete your channel.
I don't have any knives in public or in my car.
Yeah, you're allowed to have them in your residence.
He does.
Good.
He's like a fucking pirate. You need to start I be FPS pirate, and then you've just got black powder pistols, knives. How about that? Then it's on theme.
You just go back to video gaming content.
You don't even know. I pitched a whole FPS pirate video to like one of those pirate games back in the day, and that was the whole thing. I was like, I'll do the pirate voice. We'll get a fucking boat. We'll get cannons, and they didn't do it. We did the Assassin's Creed one though, where we did the cannons from Revolutionary War.
Where you jumped into that hay bale.
Wow. Well, I apologize for not being familiar with your notoriety.
Oh, I don't care.
I,